onside kick, not an offside. Almost an onside, though, there by the Seneca here. Good field position for the Tigers, about the best they've had all night. Ball spotted on the 46-yard line of Lamar. In motion, Courtney Roth running around right side. Here's Marty with the handoff up the middle. And not much there. And good stop by the Seneca defense. Dusty Van Gelder forward for a gain of about 2 to 3 yards.
A long time. They need a break right now.
Second down and 8. Clock still continuing to count down. 1:40 and counting. Second quarter action. Seneca 14-0. Now a handoff up the middle. The Tigers content to keep it on the ground right now, not showing a pass. Brent Tiemann on the carry. Gain of about a yard at the most. Brings up about a third down. 6 to go. Third down and 6 for the Lamar Tigers. Ball on their own 48-yard line. Courtney Roth in motion, running around the right side. Now Marty back to pass. Has time. Going deep. Has the receiver deep in the backfield. And almost intercepted. Do they call it a reception? Yes, they do. Yeah. Intercepted. Pass was intended for number 23, Scott Rice. Intercepted at about the 15-yard line. Here might be that Mike Rader and the Lamar coaching staff, at least they'd have Seneca deep if the ball was intercepted, and that's exactly where the Indians are.
Dusty Van Gelder just stuffed that running back. He came through, got the penetration, and dropped him about 4 yards deep.
On the Seneca 15-yard line, the deepest the Seneca offense has been in this game. Here's Hodge behind center. Now the pitch out and the pitch to Brandon Neal, fake pitch, and then going around the right side. And correction on that, that's a new player into the game, we understand. That's Troy Dye. Troy Dry on the play, and a timeout call
until it's over.
Third down and 7 to go for the Indians. Here's Mark Hodge behind center, taking the snap, fake pitch in the backfield, and a whistle. Flags on the play. And this one's going to be on the Seneca Indians, so the drama deepens here.
With chin strap off or mouthpiece out, I'm not sure what he was doing on that call.
Ball spotted on the 16-yard line of Seneca, 8 seconds to go. 14-0 Seneca over Lamar. And no time should have expired off the clock. Third down and 12 to go. Here's the handoff for Mark Hodge. Pitch up to Brandon Neal, running off tackle. And now down on the play. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and the clock stopped. 3 seconds to go. Fourth down for the Indians. And a timeout called by the... Expect the Seneca Indians to sit on the ball and the quarterback to kneel down. We'll have to see how it comes out here. Here's the signal being called by Mark Hodge, and he's going to hold the ball and keep it. And Hodge able to hold on to the ball and run out the remaining seconds. Gets up to about the Lamar 20-yard line. And that ends this first half. Your score: Seneca 14, Lamar nothing. You're listening to Lamar Tigers football on K.
For services to make your banking more convenient. Financial services include no annual fee credit card, free checking account, informational seminars, travel opportunities, and more. To join, you must be 55 or over and meet certain requirements.
To kick it off for Lamar, he does from the 40-yard line, and here's a squib kick down to about the Seneca 32. And it bounces. Jeremy Massey picking up the ball for Seneca and downing it.
Offense.
Here's Mark Hodge leading the Seneca Indians on offense. Here's a handoff to Brandon Neal, and he is stuffed right around the line of scrimmage. Good read by the Lamar defense. Neal trying to cut around the right side off tackle. Little to no gain. On offense, Mark Hodge back behind center. Signals being called. In motion, Jared Cook. Now here's a quarterback keeper by Hodge running around the left side off tackle. And a gain of about 3 or 4 yards on the play, bringing up about a third down. 6 to go, just under 11 minutes in the third quarter.
Well, Chet's power on the backside as well, so they're containing it now. It's third down and looks like 6.
Here's a third down and 6 play. Pitch in the backfield. Hodge out to Brandon Neal, who has a breakaway. He could go. Neal running down the sideline. He's going to go. 10, 5, touchdown Seneca. Touchdown Indians, Brandon Neal. Put it as a 62-yard run from scrimmage. 62 yards. Brandon Neal, his second touchdown of the game. Here's the extra point try up. And this one is good. Clayton White gets it through the uprights. And the score, 21-0. Seneca over Lamar. You're listening to Lamar Tigers football on KHST.
Service guaranteed at your hometown full-line Zenith dealer. Ansley TV VCR, 106 West 10th Street on the north side of the square in Lamar.
Back with the kickoff, Seneca's Clayton White. After the score, kicking it off downfield and picked up down around the 15-yard line. In the backfield, looks like it was Scott Rice on the carry, I believe. And no, that was Courtney Roth. Courtney Roth in the backfield, picking the ball up for Lamar, running down the right sideline and getting out of bounds right around the 35-yard line. So good run back for Roth, a carry of about 15 yards. First down and 10. Tigers at their own 35.
He is pumped up. He's trying to get his players back in the game and get them pumped up. There's no quitting, Mike Rader.
Here's Brett Marty. Hand off to Brent Tiemann, running around the left side. Tiemann still scrambling. Run up the middle now.
First down.
Reversed by Brent Tiemann. Off tackle around the left side, then coming back up the grain, up the middle. And first down it is. The official signal, first down. And the Lamar Tiger fans trying to come to life.
Tell you what, Brent Tiemann hit that line. He went one way and then had to make a cut and spin and everything else to make that first down, but it's nice to see.
And here's a handoff by Marty, and this one's going nowhere. Stopped in the backfield for a loss. Tim Campbell into the game. And Campbell, a loss here of about 3 yards, bringing up back behind center. Marty with the snap and the handoff. Brent Tiemann running around the left side, has some running room, still running on his feet, right around the right side, and out of bounds, crossing the 45, the original line of scrimmage. He gets about a good 6 to 7 yards back on that play, so that's going to be about a third down and 6 to go.
21-0 lead for Seneca. Brett Marty's going to have to air the ball out to get back in this game.
Here we go, third down and 7 play. Handoff at the backfield to Brent Tiemann. Tiemann met at the 50-yard line midfield and is stopped there. Tigers elect not to pass. And that'll bring up a fourth down, half to go. Fourth down and 5, 8:30 and counting. Even in punting situations, Tigers lining up now.
Well, this would be a great place for a fake.
Here's Marty now dropping back into the backfield in punt formation. Still calling the signals. Ball is snapped. Now Marty electing back to pass. He's got a wide receiver open. First down. No. The ball is dropped. Scott Rice, the wide receiver on the play. And Seneca taking over on downs. Ball now spotted on the 50-yard line. Now here's a handoff up the middle. Brandon Neal, good yardage. Forward for about 10 yards, close to a Seneca first down at the Lamar 40.
I'll tell you what, that Brandon Neal never quits moving his...
The running play after running play on, very few passes, continuing to grind it out on the ground here. Now here's a handoff and open on the left side, up left tackle. Again on the carry, Brandon Neal, forward for about 8 yards, first down and 10 for Seneca. Ball brought down to about the Lamar.
Take a stand here. They're switching the line around now.
First down and 10 for Seneca. Ball on the Lamar 33, under 7 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Hodge, the handoff to Neal up the middle, and short yardage. Neal stopped by the Lamar defense after a gain of about a yard to 2.
Once or twice. Zach Harrison, the other quarterback, can get out there and do the thing.
Here's Hodge now with the pitch in the backfield again to Neal, and cut down. Cut down after a gain of about 2 to 3 yards. Nice play by the Lamar defense.
Well, Van Gilder got the penetration that time. I think it was Tyler Timmons also, but Tyler missed the tackle back a little farther. But
ball now spotted on the Lamar. We're going to say this is about around the 30-yard line. Now here's a pitch in the backfield and stopped. The Tigers defense has held.
Okay, Jared Jeffries made the penetration that time. Seneca isn't changing their plays. They're going pitch left, pitch right, pitch left, pitch right. Just getting it stopped.
Austin Wilson, a loss of 1 on the play. Now 4th down and 7. Seneca will go. Pitch in the backfield. Here's Wilson, and stopped by the Lamar defense. Lamar has held. Ball goes to the Lamar offense. Change on downs. 4:51 to go. Third quarter action. Seneca, a 21-0 lead.
Okay.
First down and 10 for Lamar. Ball spotted on about the 28-yard line of the Tigers. Here's Marty scrambling around. Quarterback keeper has some room. Decides to keep the ball. Fake the pass. Heading downfield. Still on his feet. Still going. And stopped right around the 50-yard line. Gain of about 20. First down and 10, Lamar.
Well, like I said, Brett Marty did take charge that time, and he came around. He was dragging 3 of the Seneca players down the sideline. They thought he was
up around midfield on the Tigers' 48-yard line. First down and 10, Lamar. 4 minutes and counting. Second quarter. Here's Marty. Quick handoff up the middle. And not much gained on this particular play. Handoff on the play to Jim Hillman. Goes forward for about 1 yard to 2 at the most. Second down, 8 coming up. At midline to go, gain of 1. Ball on the 50-yard line. Brett Marty behind center, calling the signals. Now here's a pitch in the backfield. Brent Tiemann running across the 50-yard line, out of bounds. At about the Seneca 48, gain of about 2 yards, bringing up about a third down, 7 to go.
Well, I really don't understand what they're doing. Time to get up there and do it.
The Lamar Tigers offense trying to sustain a drive and make something happen. In motion, Tim Campbell. Now back to pass, Brett Marty. Has time. Throw over the middle. Incomplete. Wide receiver in the backfield was double covered. That was Zach Masterson, the intended receiver. Ball 24 seconds on the third quarter clock. Here's Marty now backing from the line of scrimmage into punt formation.
Seneca's staying in. They're not biting.
4th down and 7. Signal still being called. Marty is back to pass, and he's going to go deep. Here's Zach Masterson in the backfield. Ball is out of bounds. Masterson guarded tightly right around the...
Everybody in the building knew what was going to happen that time, and the ball just got out of bounds on him.
The Tigers defense trying to rise to the occasion here. Now a rare pass, and in trouble, Mark Hodge, and sack. Right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, maybe a loss of 1, but the Lamar defense in front line. Second down, 10 to go, 2 minutes, 40 seconds and counting. Third quarter, Seneca up 21-0 over Lamar. Pitch in the backfield to Brandon Neal, and pulled down. Right around the line of scrimmage, a gain perhaps of about 2 yards on the play. Nice play by the Lamar defense. Second down, rather third down, 8 to go.
Brian O'Sullivan
midfield on the 50-yard line. Big play for the Lamar defense. 2 minutes and counting. Second half, third quarter. Here's Hodge behind center. Now fakes the handoff and keeps it. Quarterback keeper gets about 2 to 3 yards, but stops short of the first down. Short by about 6. It'll bring up a 4th down and 6 from about the 47-yard line of Lamar. Well, third quarter, 4th down and 6. And here's a pitch in the backfield. Brandon Neal has stopped.
Yeah.
He does not get the first down. Out of bounds around the Seneca. We're going to call that actually the Lamar 44-yard line in front of the Seneca bench. So the Lamar defense approaching the 1 minute mark and counting under 1 minute. Lamar needing to make something happen. 21-0. Seneca on top. Here's Marty behind center. Now back in the backfield. Fakes the pass. Handoff. Running around the left side. Brett Tiemann about 10 yards across midfield to about the Seneca 44-yard line. Looks like it'll be just enough for a second down, less than a yard. Ball spotted on the Seneca 46-yard line. Here's Marty behind center. Calling the signals. Quarterback sneak. Marty takes it. And looks like he might have just enough for a first down. We'll have to see where the official spots it. We've had some crazy spots here tonight.
Well, as somebody else said in here a while ago, a left-footed spot, but I thought they had before the play started.
And an official's timeout on the field. The score here would sure raise the spirits. of the Lamar players, coaches, and fans. First down and 10, Tigers. Here's a handoff delay, and up the middle, and ahead for about 5 or 6 yards. Brent Tiemann on the handoff by Marty. Cuts back up the middle on the draw play. And gain of 6 it is. Second down.
I'm changing here. The crowd's starting to get up. They're starting to get a little rowdy.
Now here's a handoff up the middle, and Tiemann close to a first down. Stopped just short. Handoff up the middle again by Marty, and Tiemann charging forward. A gain of about 3 or 4 more yards. Third down, and about 1 or 2 to go.
Well, that's into the third quarter.
Into the third quarter it is. Your score, Seneca 21, Lamar.
Home and car insurance you want and need at a totally affordable price. Plus, you get personal service from an independent insurance agency that will be there when you need help. For full coverage, quality home and car insurance at a price you can live with, call the Lamar Insurance Center at 417-682-6005. Let your bill...
Handoff to Dusty Van Gelder. Loses 2 yards. It's 4th down and 3, and the Tigers elect to go. Here's Marty behind center, calling the signals. Now Marty, fake in the backfield. He's being chased, and he is sacked in the backfield. Seneca will take over on down. Marty tackled at about the Seneca 45-yard line. Number 6, the Lamar Tigers from the Class 3A poll. Seneca back on offense from their own 45. Handoff up the middle and stopped by the Lamar defense. After a gain of about 5 yards.
Got the ball.
And it is a turnover. A fumble on the play. Lamar, the Tigers, come up with it on the 50-yard line, and a good break for here around the sidelines and in the stands, just kind of sitting, not much noise. But that could change. Here's Brett Marty behind center, now dropping back to pass on first down. Here's a deep bomb, and a pass is called coming up.
No.
Scott Rice, the intended receiver, now with the ball, first down and 10 on the Seneca 40, 10:32 to go in the fourth quarter. Marty behind center, now calling the signals. Now dropping back to pass again. Marty on first down, has a man in the backfield. And incomplete. Ball intended again for Scott Rice.
Hey, it looked like it could have been another flag that time.
Second down, 10. The Lamar band trying to get the crowd into it. Marty calling the signals. Now fakes the pass. Is going to pass. Chased in the backfield. The official gets in the way. Now here's a pass intended for Tim Campbell along the right sideline. And incomplete at about the 28. On Scott Rice. Now third down and 10 here. Lamar with the ball still at the Seneca 40-yard line. Brett Marty still getting signals from the sidelines. Now the snap from center and dropping back to pass. Being chased in the backfield. Marty now airs it out down the sideline. Has a receiver. And incomplete. Scott Rice again, the intended man. Around the 15-yard line. Good coverage by the Indians. Pass obvious what Lamar will do here. They'll go for it. Fourth down and 10 from the Seneca 40. Here's Marty behind center now, dropping back to pass. Good protection. Marty airing it out once again. Scott Rice getting under in his hands and dropped. In the hands of Scott Rice. Squared himself to face.
Rice is getting out there and getting open.
First down and 10 for the Indians. Ball spotted on their own 40-yard line. 10:06 to go, fourth quarter. Handoff up the middle and stopped by the Lamar defense. Now back on his feet. Seemingly stopped, and a good effort here by the Seneca running back. That's Jared Cook on the carry.
Well, you got the Lamar players trying to get the fans up and into the game. They realize that things are too quiet out here also.
And now the noise bothering the Seneca line. And offside on Seneca here. Jim Long now starting to rise to the occasion. Time calls for a stop here. Lamar trying to get on the scoreboard. Needing a stop. Mike Rader shouting instructions from the sideline. Here's Hodge with the head up. Trouble on the play.
Oh, they got it back. They got it back.
And recovered by quarterback Mark Hodge on about the 40-yard line. So a loss of a yard here Third down and 10. The Lamar defense continuing to do the job.
Well,
Third down and 10 to go. 8:38 here in the fourth quarter. Flags on the play. Stop in the backfield right here by the Lamar defense. We'll have to see what the flag is about. Preliminary indication against the Seneca Indians.
2 holds, I think.
And holding on.
Yeah, they're going to put a punter in this time.
And the punting unit is in. And getting ready to punt the ball here. Here it is. Jared Cook with a good punt, airing it out down the field, taken in the backfield. And now tackled for no gain. Zach Harris trying for a run back, and nothing he could do. Ball spotted deep in Lamar territory on about the 18-yard line. Here's Marty faking the pass, and now the drop back hand off the middle. Going nowhere. Play stopped at about the line of scrimmage, possibly a loss. Brent Tiemann on the draw play brings up a second down, about 10 to go.
I tell you what, Scott Rice has dropped a couple of long passes. I'd like to see him throw one more to him because I know Scott, and he's going to want to get his hands on the ball.
Now here's Marty back to pass, a hurry-up offense, no huddle. And Marty rushing the pass on the play in the flat. Pass intended for Scott Rice. Passing situation for Lamar, 7:25 to go. Fourth quarter, Seneca leading 21-0. Here's Marty with the signals. Now back to pass. Good protection over the middle. And almost caught in the hands. And now dropped. And a pass intended for Zach Masterson. Masterson with his hands on the ball. Here's an interesting call right here, John. 4th down and 9. If we don't make it, Seneca set up for a fourth score that could possibly put this game away. Right now, Brett Marty dropping back for the punt, and he does. It's a high spiral, and it won't be returned. The ball doesn't go very far, bounces right around the 42-yard line of Lamar. And that's
the offense just has not got anything going. And I don't think, I haven't checked, but I don't think Brett Marty has completed a pass tonight. Not that that's all his fault, though. He's got a couple that have been dropped.
Handoff up the middle here. New quarterback into the ball game for the Seneca Indians. That's Justin DePriest counting in the fourth quarter. DePriest, the new quarterback, calling the signals. Now number 21, DePriest on the quarterback keeper. Runs forward, off tackle for about 2 to 3 more yards. It'll bring up about a 3rd down and 4 situation.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chad McCullough come
out of their game. And Seneca content to keep it on the ground and keep the clock moving. 5:30 and counting, fourth quarter. Here's DePriest behind center. Now the pitch in the backfield and lunging ahead for a first down. Austin Wilson. Wilson, the tailback. Gain of about 6 to 7 yards. First down and 10 Indians. Ball spotted.
One of Jeff and Jenny Tucker. And some of the relatives wanted us to get that out. Tell everybody congratulations.
Now here's a running play. Going off Tickle. Now 8 to go for Seneca. Ball on the Lamar 29-yard line. Almost becoming a pride issue here for this Lamar ball club and the defense. Here's a handoff from DePriest. Up the middle. Good gain. Close to another first down. And on the carry, that's Jeremy Mass
leading their fullback. Tailback following through, and that defense is tired. They have been out there all night.
And now Justin DePriest on the quarterback keeper. Over center, quarterback sneak. And lunges ahead for the first down. That'll keep the clock moving. And the ball now spotted on the Lamar.
We're going to have to make penetration right through that line.
First down and 10 Indians. DePriest, the quarterback. Now pitch in the backfield, and here's a running play right around the left side. Pitch in the backfield to Adam Hughes, a sophomore. Tailback into the ball game for the Indians. Good game. About 8 yards on the carry. Second down and
still standing their ground. They're not giving up.
Ball spotted on about the 13-yard line of Lamar, and some quick substitutions in for the Lamar Tigers. And some of the players they are replacing now coming off the field in a hurry. Now the officials whistle time in. Here's DePriest with the signal call. And now the handoff up the middle. Flag on the play. Lunge forward for about 2 to 3 yards. So we'll have to wait and see what the penalty is. Penalty will be holding Seneca.
Well, Tim Campbell made the stop.
Lamar, the number 6 ranked team, and the number 1 ranked team on its way to its second victory of the season. Now pitch in the backfield from DePriest. Carry for about 5 to 6 yards by Adam Hughes, the sophomore. Good gain for Hughes. That'll bring up about a 3rd down and 4 to go.
And the Seneca people that was broadcasting from their side made that comment several times early in the game.
Here's a 3rd down and 5 situation. DePriest on the quarterback keeper, keeping. Looks like he has a 1st down, lunges forward.
Have to work on the offense, get the offensive line fired up.
Now here's the play call, DePriest. Now with the handoff up the middle, lunge forward, not in. Handoff went to Dustin Lash. Or they're going to say that's Farron Hembry. Farron hit the 4th quarter clock. 2nd down, goal to go from the 2. Lamar defense playing for pride, trying to make the stop here. Lunge forward into the end zone. Touchdown, Indians. Touchdown, Indians.
This week, but this defense, I can't say enough about it. They've played the whole game. I don't know if snaps up, kicks good on the extra point.
We'll take a quick timeout here and come back for the rest of the 4th quarter. You're listening to Lamar Tigers football on KH Superior team. But it started out this way last year for Lamar, and the season definitely not over for these Tigers. Still a lot of high hopes as the year goes on. Now here's a short squib kick picked up in the Lamar backfield and run forward for a gain of about 8 or 9 yards on the run back. Ball right around the Lamar 43-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers, the middle. Lamar 1-1 after a loss to Seneca. And also the services of running back Mark Gardner possibly back for next week's game. Now here's a good gain. Good carry. Brandon Vaughn up offense. 2nd down, about 3 to go. Marty behind center now. Now we have a new quarterback into the game for the Tigers also. Michael Miller now calling the signals. And a handoff here on the right side. Again, handoff goes to officials timeout for a measurement here. 2nd down, 3 to go. On the
Sarah Edge, Casey Saul, Carolyn Jones, Jackie Hart, and Kim Shields. And I apologize if I didn't get some of the names wrong.
Here's the next play, and a play around the left side, and still on his feet, still going. Michael Miller, the new quarterback, into the game, and stopped in Seneca territory, and stopped right around by getting into the end zone or setting up for a final score. Now here's Miller, handoff, running up the middle, and a gain by Brandon Vaughn of about 7 or 8 yards. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. That's the ball game. That's how it ends. Your final score from Tiger Stadium in Lamar. Seneca, the number 1 ranked team in the state of Missouri, 28. Lamar, the number 6 ranked team in 3A, nothing. You're listening.
banking family that wants to give their very best. First Independent Bank of Aurora, members FD.
In the offensive backfield, and also Gustin Bauer, the 150-pound sophomore. On the defensive line, it's 235-pound junior Sam Jernigan as the tackle, also Josh Barra, 220.
South Elliott and Aurora are proud sponsors of the Hound Dog football team and proud to offer the area with the best in athletic footwear.
Welcome back to Kelly Field. Mike Ironman here along with Coach Pat Woods, where the Aurora Hound Dogs are getting set to take on the Lamar Tigers. Lamar kicks off back deep for the Hound Dogs as Brandon Weldy, he'll take it and scoot towards the right side of the line. He hits the tackler, goes downfield, he's across midfield, going down the line, and there he is, tripped up deep, or rather fairly deep, inside Lamar territory as he crossed into there by Brandon Weldy. As once he got through a couple of tacklers, you could really see him accelerate past a lot of defense before he was finally tripped up near the sideline at about the 34-yard line. So a long snap to McVay. He'll take it himself and go up the middle. He's hit pretty hard, but manages to scamper forward for about 3 to 4 yards near the 30-yard line of Lamar, gain of 3. The Hound Dogs run a shotgun. It's a new formation I hadn't seen this year.
They things up against the Lamar Tigers a little bit. Here's the same formation. McVay back in the shotgun formation. He's got a Dobbins, I believe, split wide right. He'll take it, run left, make the corner, get up near the first down marker, down about the 25, maybe the 24-yard line. We'll have to see where the spot is put.
Then a new wrinkle to it. We pulled the left guard, ran the sock heel, the lead blocker for Eric coming out of the left guard position. Got a nice block on the
to go early in the ball game. First quarter action, Aurora Hound Dogs marching against the Lamar Tigers. And as the officials get the chains back to the far side, they'll set the clock. The offense gets set. As Coach mentioned, the T-bone. Here is a handoff right up the middle. Gains about 5, maybe 6 yards across the 20. I believe that was Weldy. Indeed it was Brandon Weldy, the senior. And inside the 20-yard line of the Lamar Tigers. Hound Dogs moving the ball well. McVay once again in the shotgun formation. He's got half. Oh, the snap is over his head. He almost grabs it and kicks it, and then wisely falls down on it. He didn't try to pick it back up and run with it. He just made sure that they maintained possession.
He did the only thing he could. Unfortunate for the Hound Dogs to do with it. It definitely hindered our opportunity here for the Hound Dogs.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Eric Simpson had been. So the Hound Dogs go to the two running back formation. Weldy receives the fake, and then the ball is tipped by the defense, almost intercepted as McVay pulled it back from Weldy, rambled right, and then threw it up for Bauer.
That was a slot formation to the right for the Dogs. Gustin Bauer came out of that slot position, ran the letter
down at about 25 for the Hound Dogs as they're back near the 35-yard line of Lamar. Here's a quick out pass. Oh, just off the hands of Trevor Irwin. And the slick ball may have played a part in that play.
Mike, what they were setting up there was a hitch out
by Coach Basur. But now with 4th and long, McVay is back in the shotgun. And he will put up a quick kick. It's down near inside the 5-yard line and then bounds into the end zone as Bauer was giving chase. So the Hound Dogs, first possession, looked impressive for a while, but a bad play stalled it.
And get a 486 DX266 CPU and motherboard for $229, or a 540 meg hard drive for $219. Installation is available, or have Southland Electronics build your computer to suit your individual needs. See Ron, Jason, Rusty, or Ben at Southland Electronics, your Radio Shack dealer.
Apparently, a 5-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd down and a long 5. Here is the Tigers running right, and that time they'll lose a couple of yards. As getting the carry on that one was their starting tailback, Brent Simon. Look. So the Hound Dog defense looking to stop the Tiger offense on 3rd and 6. Brett Marty, the all-star quarterback, and back running right, he'll keep it himself, make the corner, go up near the first down marker. He'll dive for it. Have to see where the spot comes. A nice job by Brett Marty.
Nice job. They It was similar to the previous play, only this time he faked the handoff and put the ball on the hip. The Lamar Tigers are using that big wingback they have coming across in motion from left. Enabled Marty to make the corner. And it was a first down, so fresh 4 downs for the Tigers. Marty under center. He will give it to the first man up. He will be hammered. I believe that was Jernigan on the defense. Stopped him in his tracks. They've passed their own 30-yard line. Marty under center. He's got Dusty Van Gelder behind him. He'll give the ball up to him. Oh, and as he counted, as he loses a good 4 yards, or check that, they'll give forward motion to about the original line of scrimmage, but an excellent job by the Aurora Hound Dog defense has cut a great play and then finished off the tackle to boot. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 13 for the Tigers. Here's Marty. He'll fake the handoff, throw it downfield wide open and close to another first down, as I believe that was Jared Jeffries. Either that or maybe Van Gelder up. Hard to catch the numbers as our windows are all fogged up here. That was shy of the first down, and they'll go for it as they are near their own 45-yard line, or check that, just across their own 40. Here's Marty. He will give the handoff to the first man through. I don't know if he made it. Good penetration by the defensive line. Great penetration. The Hound Dogs went out of their 4 that time, and it looked like they got into their goal line 6 and got great penetration by the people up front. With that offensive line, the Lamar Tigers, I don't believe they got it.
Lovely companions, pansies. Both are traditional favorites for fall gardens. And what homecoming would be complete without a mum corsage for your favorite girl? Come visit our showroom for flowers, balloons, and specialty gift items. Aurora Greenhouses, serving the community for generations.
Welcome back to Kelly. Well, and the Hound Dogs are moving the football tonight. Back under center is McVeigh. He'll hand the ball up to the first man through this time. That's, well, no, that was, I believe, Bauer, who got the call, but a flag on the play and a holding penalty will call this one back. Perimeter, it's illegal, and it's easy to say not to do, but it's hard not to sometimes. T-bone backfield behind McVeigh, under center. He'll pitch it outside. Oh, bad pitch. It is, oh my gosh, missed. And then the Lamar Tigers recover at about their 40-yard line. A bad pitch that time by Eric McVeigh. The running back had no opportunity to gather. The weather may have been a factor in that also. That was a pitch to Aaron Daniels, who is not normally in the starting backfield. At any rate, Marty under center will get the Tigers going. He'll hand it off on the misdirection. And nice defensive play that time by Sam Jernigan as he stuffed Dusty Van, or I believe that was Van, pretty good blocking out in front of him, and Jernigan able to foil it, and went for a couple of yards, call it 2nd and 8. As the Tigers seem a little disoriented on offense, running a lot of motion. Marty now under center, gets the quick step. He'll hand it off to, oh, check that. He puts it on his hip and then throws it downfield, wide open. As the receiver, he catches it and is down near the 20-yard line, maybe the 15 of the Hound Dogs. Excellent play action pass by Marty. Excellent play action pass. The D-back got caught. Lamar had been moving with them in scoring position with 5:08 remaining. As they begin a new series of downs from the Aurora 18. Marty under center, goes back again. This time he will hand it off. And the runner will be stopped after a short gain. And they've had a little bit of success with it, but the big thing is it sets up those play-action passes. Marty back under center. He's got 2 runners behind him. He'll pitch it to the deep end back, and he will be stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent pursuit by the defense. Oh, that was textbook coverage of the triple option there. The defensive end stuffed for their Lamar Tigers. Marty with 1 player split wide left, 2 players behind him, and the man in motion is Campbell. Marty goes back. He'll go out on a naked bootleg. Being pursued by Jernigan. He makes the corner, throws it downfield, and is touched. Oh, no, incomplete. And excellent defense that time
pharmacy but still want the convenience of up-to-the-minute professional care, we welcome you to Marionville Pharmacy. We can offer you competitive or lower prices than many discount stores with pharmacies can.
Join KSWM Sports Friday, September the 22nd as the Aurora Hound Dogs travel to Monett. Another Big 8 conference ball game. You can hear all the play-by-play right here on AM 940. KSWM very proud to bring you Hound Dog football, and it's brought to you on KSWM by Edward D. Jones & Company, Best Home L&M Athletics, Southland Electronics Radio Shack, Aurora Greenhouse, Marionville Pharmacy, Lytle Auto Supply, Laufer's Handy Mart, the Aurora Advertiser, McDonald's of Aurora, Aurora Nursing Center, Boatman's Bank, Shelter Mutual Insurance, Crafton Cantrell Funeral Home, Aurora Agri Center, Hardee's of Aurora, Dreyer's Family Shoe Store, Mike Zay of Reliable Real Estate,
Lytle's Auto Supply, 38 West Pleasant in Aurora, has Park West batteries on sale now. Their top-quality, low-maintenance batteries are ideal for most applications for your car, truck, and farm equipment. High reserve capacity, outstanding crank performance.
Back to Kelly Field, Mike Ironman here along with Coach Pat Woods. I apologize for the technical difficulties that we have been experiencing. We'll catch you up on the game as we go. Here's a pass tipped by Marty and almost intercepted by the Hound Dogs. Nice defense that time by the defensive line. The Lamar Tigers with the ball inside Aurora territory at about the 35 of the Hound Dogs. Here's Marty back to pass under heavy pressure. A loose one would-be tackler throws it downfield, and it is tipped out of bounds. Once again, nice pressure by the Aurora Hound Dogs defense. Great pressure knocked out of bounds. So it brings up 4th down and 11 for the Tigers. Marty dropping back into a long shotgun. He's into a punting formation now. Hound Dogs started off to spread it out, but now they're looking for the fake. And a delay of game, I believe, against, it is indeed a delay of game call against the Tigers, as it looks like it comes to a 4th and 17 for the Lamar Tigers. Marty with one runner behind him. He'll drop back to pass. He gets hit as he throws it. And it is well behind the intended receiver and incomplete. So the Hound Dog defense. So the Hound Dogs take over once again. McVeigh under center. 1st and 10 from his own 40-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Go around the right side. Squeak through a tackler and gain about 7 on the play. Nice run by McVeigh. Nice run by McVeigh. Tommy Martin and Jared Dummett both pulling from the right guard and right tackle spot. Got out there. Well developing play. Look, Dog offense looking to break into Lamar territory. McVeigh once again under center. He's got Weldy behind him. A little misdirection. Bauer going the opposite way. Oh, it's defense extremely well by Lamar. Defense extremely well. John Lee got out there and contained his block, but pulled by the play at all, and that'll bring up a 3rd down now, about 7, and a flag on the play before the snap of the ball. We'll have to see what the infraction is here, and it looks, a delay of game call against the Aurora Hound Dogs, 13, and McVeigh is deep in the shotgun. He's got one player split out. That's Travis Dobbins, or no, check that, that's Haas, and a quick kick, and it takes an Aurora roll down inside the 40-yard line of the Lamar Tigers, and a nice play that time. Excellent play, and even been a better play. We're listening to Aurora Hound Dog football on AM 940.
The lazy hot days of
Battle. Both teams are playing excellent defense, Mike. It's a defensive coach's dream and offensive coach's nightmare. It's not for lack of execution on the offense so much as outstanding play by the defense. Here's Brett Marty. He gets it to the first man through, breaks through the line of scrimmage up. Oh, and it doubles the ball for a gain of another 10 yards. Unbelievable as the Tigers made it through the line of scrimmage, and the running back was just getting near the 1st down marker. He tried to strip the Hound Dog. So the Tigers make their way into Hound Dog territory. Marty leading the offense at the Hound Dog 45. He's got 2 runners behind him, man in motion, going right. He'll go right himself. job by the Hound Dog defense to stay with it and knock the man out of bounds.
Great job. That was the lead option, and Marty came down the right side of the line. They got the hook.
Dogs. Marty with the I formation behind him and the wing back in motion. He'll give it to the first man through in the misdirection once again. He's got daylight in front of him, runs left, has one man to beat, and he will be tackled at the 5-yard line. A nice run by the Lamar Tigers.
Misdirection inside trap is the execute
zone. But the Tigers with a first down and goal from the 4-yard line. Underneath center, man in motion. Here's the snap. Marty runs right, gives it to a man, but he is hammered immediately by the Aurora Hound Dog defense. Once again, there's that man, Sam Jernigan.
Oh, great defensive stand down there. Planted him back here about 3 or 4 more yards.
Yeah. Sam really got there almost the same time that the ball did. So he was quickly in the backfield. Here's Marty under heavy pressure, running right. He's hit as he pitches the ball. He gets it off, and here is a runner going down to about the 3-yard line. I thought Marty was putting the ball up for grabs.
Yes, very fortunate there. It started out looking like a play-action pass. He had a trailer
and tries to rise to the occasion to keep the Tigers out of the end zone with 9:36 remaining in the first half. Marty, under center, calls timeout as he didn't like the defense that was facing him. We'll be back after this timeout ourselves. You're listening to a win where the Aurora Hound Dog defense is facing a huge 3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line as the Tigers are attempting to punch the ball in. Fred Marty, under center, man in motion. He'll roll left, trying to keep it himself. Eludes one tackler, tries to elude Bauer, can't do it, and Bauer gets it behind the 10-yard line.
And the Dogs stayed home that time. Well disciplined, stayed right where they were.
And goal from the 11-yard line. It looks like the Tigers will attempt the field goal. High snap is down. The kick is high, and no good. It is just short. A tough angle for us from here, and the Aurora Hound Dog defense once again rises to the occasion. A big series.
Getting out and allow Justin Bauer to make the play.
Outstanding team defense by the Aurora Hound Dogs. They take over now at their own 20-yard line. Here's Justin Bauer breaking through the line and gaining about 5, make it 6. A nice job running. Oh, check that. That was Aaron Daniel, 22, not 32. And a nice run by the senior blocker. This time the pitch worked to perfection. Call it a gain of 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Now McVeigh on the keeper, makes the right side, eludes one tackler, pulls his way forward for another 5 yards across the 35, and the Hound Dogs are on the move.
The fake of that misdirection
of the Aurora Hound Dogs as they have 7:51 remaining. Here's a handoff, or check that, a handoff up the middle. I believe that was Aaron Daniel again.
As Todd Besor's mixing up his offensive formations.
Hound Dogs nearing midfield from the 50. Check that, the 47-yard line. McVeigh under center. He's got the T-bone in behind him. He'll fake one handoff, squirt through the line of scrimmage, and then make it up to midfield where he will be stopped.
Again, a mix-up of formation, or not a mix-up, but a mixing up.
Behind his blocker that time. Gain of 3, call it 2nd and 7. Here's a quick pitch to Daniel, and this time Daniel will hold on to it and get down near the 45-yard line, about 2 yards shy of the first down marker. And that'll bring up 3rd down. I thought there might have been a penalty on the play as I saw him continue this drive that started back on their own 20. From the Tiger 46, McVeigh with the handoff, or rather with the keeper, going around the right side. He's across the first down marker and down near the 40-yard line of the Lamar Tigers.
Back into a balanced set that we're getting a little different set. This is the pro set.
And it's a first down and 10 from the 45-yard line. McVeigh to the first man through. Still on his feet is Brandon Weldy. He will be wrangled out of bounds at the 20-yard line of the Lamar Tigers. A beautiful job of running that time by Weldy.
Great job of running the...
check that. Yeah, from about the 22-yard line. Here's McVeigh to the first man through. Running right, it's Aaron Daniel.
down to waste here, so second and short, that's the best scenario that a coach can hope for out of his offense.
2 wideouts for the Hound Dogs, as it's Trevor Irwin and Garrett Prevost. Here's the play going right up the middle. Brandon Weldy gets first down yardage, and he's close to the end zone.
And well, that time behind Randall Sawkill and John Lee, a nice hole there for that 33 blast play.
1 wideout now is Nick Hass on the right side. McVay will give it to the first man through Weldy. Oh, he's held just shy of the touch. Oh, now they do mark it a touchdown. Unbelievable. Long time between the time the play ended and the time the official indicated the touchdown, but a touchdown nonetheless.
So they had the inside, the outside, and some misdirection. Great job of the offensive Hound Dog.
Here's the extra point by Clayton Brown. It is up and no good as it goes wide left. I believe it might have been Aaron Daniel on the carry.
Hound Dogs, as I keep stating over and over again, mixed up things very well. They were inside, they were outside, little misdirection. Offensive line doing a great job. And it all goes back to that outstanding defensive stand that the Hound Dogs made in there at first and goal from the 5. So
switch the momentum right around to the Hound Dogs. Here's a squib kick off the face mask of a Lamar Tiger, but he quickly scrambles to fall on the ball, and the Tigers will take over at their own 47, trailing by 6 with 5:55 remaining in the first half of play. And mixing it up with their backs, Weldy getting a couple of carries, Aaron Daniel with a couple of beautiful carries, McVay on a couple of keepers himself. Now it's the Lamar Tigers from their own 37. Here's Brett Marty kicking it off to me, and oh, he's got a man open. Some open field in front of him, and rambles for a first down and more as he crosses midfield.
That was that cutback trap that they'd ran earlier to get the ball down to the 5-yard line. It's the Hound Dogs are going to hit
the penetration that's been achieved by Sam Jernigan and some of the other Hound Dogs.
It could be, Mike. Traps are more effective against the penetrating defense, but at that time, the penetration, they tried the same play coming back to this side, and as we mentioned last week, they found out where the beef was at.
No gain on this play.
You know, sometimes the last man with the chalk wins, and sometimes you can have great defense, and the last guy with the chalk that time was Mike Rader on that trap play to make for some good gains.
Marty this time will ramble right, pitch it out. As a nice job of pitching by Brett Marty, and then running to about the 40-yard line of the Hound Dogs was, I believe, the wingback. Not the wingback, the full tailback, Brent Timon, as I'm scrambling to get my tongue and my brain to work in conjunction.
Straight to the outside and made a nice play on the tailback Tyson.
Marty did a good job that time releasing the ball just as he was getting hit. And it earned him good yardage. Here's that counter trap again. Oh, here's a beautiful play, fumble on the play. Hound Dogs, I believe, have recovered. We'll have to wait for official indication. Shooting through the hole that time, I believe, was Danny Lacey, and indeed the Hound Dogs recover. He really pounded the ball carrier and jarred the ball loose, and the Hound Dogs get it back. Here is McVay on the keeper, running right around the corner, and then tripped up after a gain of a couple, and a nice play by the Lamar Tiger defense, as it looked like McVay had blockers in front and room to run. Shoelace off his shoe on that one as he got him from behind. Here is McVay under center. It was a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Now here's the pitch out to Daniel once again. Oh, again, as he's getting ready to turn the corner, the Lamar Tigers make a saving tackle and prevent Daniel from rambling for much more yardage. Had he turned that corner, he had nothing but daylight in front of him. As it is, it will again be close to a first down, and
that's a freshman tight end, Garrett Prevost, the number 88, the left tight end, who's making that hook block on that much older and bigger experienced defensive end for the Lamar Tigers.
And really feeling that corner very well. It was not the end that was able to get out there. It was the cornerback coming up to make the play on the last one. Here's McVay with a T-bone. He'll give it to the first man through Weldy. First down.
Coach Besor setting up that little 42 freeze option.
Dogs into Tiger territory. First and 10 from the Tiger 47. Here's McVeigh. He'll run right, elude one tackler, make the corner. Oh, and as he tries to get around the cornerback, he spun around and tackled, but another nice gain by Eric McVeigh.
That's exactly the play I was referring to. They were setting it up with Weldy inside. It's that fake to Weldy, freezes those inside linebackers.
This tough 2nd and 3, a short 3, as McVeigh with the T-bone backfield will keep it and run left this time. He's got blockers out in front, can't make the corner this time around, and he is hauled down as he nears another first down. Gain of a couple.
We faked the misdirection play that time, but the right side of the Lamar Tiger defense.
And a fresh set of downs, I should say, for the Hound Dogs. Minor detail. McVeigh under center. He'll keep it himself. Run right. Again, the corner sealed excellently, this time by Daniel. And a nice ramble for Eric McVeigh. He gains another 7 or 8 yards.
That same play came back, faked the ball to Weldy inside. The Hound Dogs
coaches love so much.
Love to see this scenario.
McVeigh, 2 runners behind him. He'll pitch it out to Daniel. Daniel can't make the corner. Beautiful job of penetration by the Lamar Tiger defense.
Great job by the right side of the Lamar Tiger defense, but no gain. But again, we're still there now. We're in that third. Guarantee you, Coach Besor is going to go for it if we don't get it here.
3rd and 1 from the 29-yard line. Oh, McVeigh slips down and falls, and that will make it tough on 4th down, as McVeigh will lose a couple at least, maybe 3 yards, and that might bring out the punting unit. Coach Besor will want to talk about this. Tiger defense primed for a play action.
Yeah, that's very true, but when you're running the ball as well as we are, in these conditions, you don't have to put it in the air.
29 seconds remaining in the first half. Aurora leading by 6. 4th and 4. McVeigh keeps it, rolls right, pressure from behind. He tries to scoot up towards the first down marker, but I believe he will be shy, and they won't even measure this one.
No, they're Coach Mike Rader was thinking right along with...
North Elliott Street is ready for a great football season with the Aurora Hound Dogs, and ready to keep your lawns and pastures in good shape with a complete line of seeds. We carry a full line of grass seeds like bluegrass, creeping fescue, KY31 fescue, or mix and match to meet your needs. Farmers, we have a full line for pastures and hay like wheat, rye, alfalfa, or grasses. So remember the Aurora Agri Center for all your fall seeding needs, and go Hound Dogs!
Welcome back to Kelly Field. Michael Eierman here along with Coach Pat Woods, where the Aurora Hound Dogs lead the Lamar Tigers 6-0 as we are nearing the end of the first half. One more play. Check that, 2 more plays as the Tigers spike the ball
to stop the clock. Here we go with action again.
3rd down and 7 with 2 seconds remaining in the first half. Marty underneath center. He's got one man split wide right. They will just hand the ball off and didn't fool anybody on that one.
I think Coach Rader's content to go in, 6 down, and sit down and get on the chalkboard and talk about it. The Hound Dogs have got to be happy with their first half performance.
A nicely sustained drive towards the end of the half enabled the Hound Dogs to eat nothing. We'll be back with a halftime show. Right after this, you're listening to Aurora Hound Dog Football on AM 940.
Elected to go to this type of kickoff due to the fact that you give them 4, but I guarantee you Coach Wagner's got several stunts, a lot of Y and X stunts with the tackles and the ends with those inside linebackers, and occasionally bringing them corners on.
It looks like, is that Gustin Bauer out there?
It looks like Gustin Bauer. Clayton Brown is the kicker for the Aurora Hound Dogs, but with that broken arm, he may just be limiting to duties on the extra points and field goals, because that puts Clayton possibly in a bad situation to have to make a tackle with that broken arm. And I know Coach Besor doesn't want to lose Clayton any longer than he's already lost him.
Clayton already chomping at the bit. Oh, a spinning kick and a nice job to receive it, but apparently... He went to a knee, okay.
Went to a knee. 82 took the ball, went to a knee, and made a great play.
That job to receive it by the Lamar Tigers, and they will take over at their own 28-yard line. As Marty takes the ball, hands it off to the first man through. He will go nowhere, maybe a loss of a yard.
Mike, that time the Dogs were in a 4-4. It looked like both the nose guard and tackles were playing outside shoulder.
About their own 26.
And Marty with one man, check that, an I formation behind him. One man split wide right. He will pitch it back. Oh, excellent penetration and a beautiful one-man tackle that time by Michael Pope, who kicks teen. And the Aurora Hound Dog defense is picking up just where it left off at the end of the first half. Red Marty, under center, I formation, one man split wide left. Another man in motion. Here's the snap. He throws it out into the flat. Nice job to receive the ball, but after a gain of 2, he's pounded out of bounds by the Aurora Hound Dog defense. Danny Lacey getting over there, along with, I believe, Aaron Daniel.
A little pop pass, the Hound Dog
this time. Now, it appears as though they have Marty under center. They're going to go for it here?
I don't think so. I think he'll shift out of it.
Okay. Indeed they do, as Marty goes back. He is their Mr. Everything. He does the place kicking, the punting, and the quarterbacking. He gets off a nice punt downfield, and the Hound Dogs don't have anybody back there to receive it, but they'll still get the ball in good shape. At their own 37, the Hound Dogs will take over, and we'll be back after this. You're listening to Aurora Hound Dog football on AM 940.
Your favorite flavor of ice-cold Slurpee and a bag of chips, and you have a no-hassle summer meal.
Having possession on the 37.
Or punt this one away, I should say. Starts under center, but he's fooling nobody as they have a 4th down and call it 26. Here's the punt. He'll try to angle it for the sideline, won't make it, and the punt this time will go to the 43-yard line of Lamar, so a gain of about 20 yards for the Hound Dogs on the pen. Eric McVeigh under center. He's got 2 backs behind him. I believe it's Weldy and Daniel. Here's the play, a pitch back to Daniel rather. He eludes one tackler and then goes past the line of scrimmage for a gain of about 3. Nice job by Aaron Daniel.
Did a great job.
Blockers.
Aaron read his blockers. We had,
he continues to lead the Hound Dogs in rushing yardage as we have 8:10 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Here's another pitch back to Daniel. This time he will be tripped up for a loss back to the 35-yard line, and the Lamar Tigers are starting to pump it up a little bit on defense.
There we had the toss sweep with the old student body left.
Actually, Aaron just about made it back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd down and 7. This time McVeigh under heavy pressure gets it off to Daniel. Breaks one tackler, almost spins out of another. Oh, and he would have been gone.
That was a 35 counter sweep, and the defensive lineman for the Lamar Tigers, which the Hound Dogs will turn.
As it's 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's a handoff to Gustin Bauer. He'll try to make the corner. He's got Tigers all over the place and will end up gaining only about a yard on the play, as that one was sniffed out well by the Tigers.
That was sniffed out real well. That was that misdirection play coming to Gustin Bauer from the
situation. For McVeigh, Coach Besora, and the rest of the Hound Dogs. Here's a handoff to the first man through, and again, the Tigers were able to stuff the play at the point of attack. That time, Daniel got nowhere.
That was that misdirection play back to the left that was such a play and to no gain at all.
McVeigh back under center, T-bone backfield. Oh, he goes around as he tried to make the turn upfield. He was met in the backfield once again. And that was Chet Parker.
Parker's made 2 good plays on this drive. He was to stay there and waited for Eric and made a nice play.
4th and 11, and the Hound Dogs are going for it. McVeigh will roll right, looking downfield to throw. He's got a man open, but underthrows him and out of bounds. As down on the right side near the end zone was Trevor Irwin, and Irwin had the defense beaten by a couple of steps.
Trevor had the defense beat.
Take over possession at their own 32-yard line. Here's Marty. He's hammered in the backfield, but he gets the pitch off, and rumbling for close to 1st down yardage is the Lamar Tigers' Jim Hillman, a 185-pound sophomore, and a nice job being replaced by a teammate as Brett Marty gets back under center. His team trailing 6-0, 5:15 remaining in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 2 for Brett Marty. He'll hand it to the first back through. Good job of protecting the ball as he got across the line of scrimmage and gained the 1st down yardage. I believe that was Scott Rice for the Lamar Tigers side. A first down for the Lamar Tigers as they get to their own 45. Marty, under center, man in motion, goes back to pass, looking downfield and throwing it over the outstretched hands of the intended receiver, and a ball that might have been intercepted. Oh, the Hound Dog secondary has anybody's ball to get. Second down and 10 from the 45. Marty, under center, man in motion. One man split wide right, another spin move. He will keep it himself, turn it upfield. He's got running room. Eludes Gustin Bauer, down the sideline, 30, down to the 20, down to the 10. Touchdown for Brett Marty, the outstanding quarterback for the Lamar Tigers. Brett Shaw. Young man can not only throw the ball well, but he's got some wheels underneath there, and he can motor. Here is a timeout called by Brett Marty, as apparently his teammates thought that he was going to be calling for the snap, but instead he was calling for a timeout. I don't know if any whistle sounded, but a flag is down on the play. Well, KSWM, the Lamar Tigers have the strength of a 55-yard run by All-Star quarterback Brett Marty, have tied the score at 6 apiece. Now he kicks it off. The ball is fumbled and then picked up by, I believe that was Brandon Weldy. Weldy will run it back to about the 30-yard line, or maybe he had taken a knee down back about the 20. McVay under center. He's got two backs behind him, and Gustin Bauer split out wide right. He'll give it to the first man through. A fumble on the play, and it looks like the Tigers have recovered the ball at the 25-yard line. That's just an excellent job of standing the ball carrier up, putting the hand on the ball, and popping it loose. So Marty behind center as the Tigers now really have the momentum. He'll hand the ball off to the second back through, and T-Man goes nowhere as he's stopped by the Hound Dog defense. Tell you what, Mike, I'll bet you Coach Rader will pull that play out of the films this weekend and have it on his highlight film. Gain of 1 on the play, second down and 9. Marty with two runners in the I formation. Team in the deep back, Van Gilder in front of him. He'll give it to Teeman. Teeman this time gains another 3, and that'll bring up a third down and 5. Time Lamar went with that ISO lead that they like so well, where they look like Aurora Hound Dog defense needs to step up as Marty with one man split wide right, the I formation behind him. He'll fade back, look to throw it, doesn't fool the Aurora Hound Dog defense. Oh, he eludes the tackle, however, throws it downfield and just almost picked off by 2 for the intentional grounding, but no call forthcoming, and with 2:35 remaining, a fourth down play. Marty, one man behind him. He'll go back to pass, looking downfield, throws it over the middle, it's caught! Touchdown for the Lamar Tigers, a big fourth down play as Marty throws the ball downfield and finds Jared Jeffries, the big tight end. Particular quarters taken over with both feet and arms. Marty leading his team to 2 third-quarter scores, and there's still 2:29 remaining in the third. Here's the extra point attempt. It is up and no good again. So no point after attempts for either club.
Center has a daycare plan and also a home-style care plan to make the stay as comfortable as possible. For more information on the Aurora Nursing Center, 678-2165.
Welcome back to Kelly Field. Mike Ironman here along with Coach Pat Woods, where the Aurora Hound Dogs have seen the Lamar Tigers take the momentum away, scored 2 third-quarter touchdowns, and take the lead 12-0. On the kickoff, a squib kick is handled by the Aurora Hound Dogs, and they will take over possession at their own 35. It looks like Lamar's went to that squib kick because they know the Aurora Hound Dogs in their own right have 3 great returners back there and been a shot. And so far it's paid off for them. Hound Dogs in need of a momentum swing here. McVay under center. He trips, falls down, lost the ball again. We'll have to see who recovered it this time. They'll try to uncover the pile and find out. Lamar again has recovered the football. A couple of crucial mistakes. One of those interior linemen got some from the basket position.
So Brett Marty under center again with the I formation behind him, a runner in motion, one-man split wide right. He will turn around, hand it to the first. No, check that. He keeps it himself, runs around the right side. Oh, splits the defense and rumbles his way up to the first down yard marker just past the 20-yard line, and a nice run that time by Brett Marty.
Excellent run. That came off.
Our Tigers are marching once again with 1:27 remaining in the third quarter. Brett Marty under center. He is handing it off to the first man through the trap, and nice job of running by Nathan Prosser. Check that, Scott Rice.
That's that first part of the previous play where Marty had kept it this time again.
And it's first and 10 from the 12-yard line for the Lamar Tigers. Marty under center, once again a man in motion. He'll once again give it to Tiemann. No, check that, he keeps it himself this time, and he'll gain about 5 on the play. I thought Tiemann had it. I thought Tiemann was getting stuffed for a loss, but again, good deception on the part of Brett Marty. He really keeps that ball on his hip well.
That was really nice deception. It looked like Clayton McCulley came through the line of scrimmage, and
as the injured player is coming off holding his left arm, I believe, or his right arm. We'll get that information to you as soon as we find out who it is. Here's Tiemann on the quick hitter up the middle, touchdown. And the Lamar Tigers have taken control here in the third quarter. 3 unanswered scores coming out of halftime. And whatever coach...
First half. Again, that time it was that little counter trap inside with that fullback.
So 41 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And Lamar, I have to think, doesn't want to see this quarter end. Aurora can't wait for it to end. Here's the two-point conversion attempt. Brett Marty will pitch it out right, going towards the end zone, but being stopped before he can get there was the fullback, Dusty Van Gilder. And the Aurora Hound Dog defense once again has foiled the extra point attempt. But it's of little consolation to them at this point. What will be of large consolation to them at this point is if they can get something going offensively.
The Hound Dogs, they need to get something going, and I look for some good things to start happening. We just had some tough luck out there. We've had some... Lamar's made a couple of great plays to put the Aurora in.
As they went into halftime trailing 6-0, 3 unanswered touchdowns, not just scores, but touchdowns for the Lamar Tigers. And it looks like the injured Hound Dog is number 48, and that's Jason Sparks. We'll have to see. He's the starting safety, and we'll have to see what kind of effect that has on the Aurora Hound Dog defense. Here's another squib kick. Weldy takes the ball on the right side. This one tackler goes up the line, but then is spun out of bounds as he crossed the 35-yard line. Nice return by Weldy.
Nice return. Coach Mike Rader definitely did not want that ball to get in the hands of one of those three returners. They had the squib kick and took a weird hop there and
corner. And the Aurora Hound Dogs on their last 2 offensive plays have lost fumbles on each of them. And now I believe we have encroachment by the defense. We'll have to wait for the official indication, but it looks like the defensive end was lined up offsides. Indeed, that is the call.
Blind Mike up a little tighter on the ball.
At any rate, it brings up first down at 5. McVeigh gives the ball to the first man through, and again he is stuffed, and you can see the Lamar Tiger defense really just pumped up after every play. They're pumping their fists in the air. They're excited.
And they've had a little bit of defensive change there. This time he's on the far side. He's going to toe in, and he's coming full of base.
Official timeout on the field, or check that. Maybe it's the end of the quarter. That's what it is. Play. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Aurora Hound Dog Football on AM 940.
Insurance will always be there.
Hound Dogs have been blitzkrieged in the third quarter. 3 unanswered touchdowns by the Lamar Tigers, and the big defensive line of the Lamar Tigers is starting to control the line of scrimmage. Here's McVeigh. He'll hand it off to Daniel. Daniel running left. Scoots up about 5 yards. Did he lose the football again? A fumble on the play. Lamar indicates they have it, so do the officials. And the third fumble in as many possessions by the Aurora Hound Dogs.
Mike, you stated it well as far as that big defensive line of the Lamar Tigers just not wanting to be seen by us.
So the first play of the fourth quarter begins as inauspiciously as the third quarter was for the Hound Dogs. Here's Brett Marty. He'll hand it off straight up the middle. Goes Seaman. He bursts through the line. Almost goes all the way and then was tackled by his own man. Unbelievable.
That was that lead play there. ISO on
the runner was going to be down, but he put the stiff arm to the ground and managed to maintain his feet. And just as he was regaining his balance, he was run into by his own blocker and knocked down. An iterated first down, and Marty gives the ball off to Van Gilder. Van Gilder, after getting bumped deep in the backfield, regains his balance and his composure, and then scoots downfield for a gain of 8.
A little counter dive inside, as you stated, Mike. He was hit solid right there at the 8.
Second down and 3. Lamar with an 18-6 lead. And Brett Marty under center. You'll have to think they'll be keeping the ball on the ground now. Here is a handoff to the second back through. Teeman gains nothing, maybe a loss of a yard. That'll bring up third down.
Nice job by the Aurora.
And the Hound Dogs needing a defensive stop here. Brett Marty under center. One man split wide right. Another man in the slot. Marty goes back to pass, looking downfield, lost it. And looks like the ball was misread a little bit by the wingback, Tim Campbell.
Tim quit running there.
As the Aurora Hound Dog defense is trying to stop the Lamar Tiger offense for the first time in the second half. 9:45 remaining in the ball game. Here's Marty, back to pass again, under heavy pressure. He will throw it downfield, and it is intercepted by McVeigh. A nice stop by McVeigh. The receiver for Brett Marty fell down, and McVeigh will call out the commands from under center. He will throw it over the middle. Oh, it's tipped twice on, and then on the ground, almost intercepted, as he was looking for his big tight end.
Two inside linebackers on a blitz and bringing them hard. They lined up again. It looks like the blitz is coming.
Here's McVeigh running right. He eludes the blitz, almost squeaks through, but instead he's tripped up as he nears the 20-yard line. That'll bring up a third down and about 3.
Almost was there for a nice gain as young man dropped it. That time Eric almost got loose.
Again, the blitz coming. It's tipped, and this time it is intercepted as McVeigh got the ball off to Prevost. Prevost again had the ball tip off his shoulder pads and go high in the air. And Lamar was right there on the spot that time.
They're lined up, they're coming. Ball came off his hand.
So 4 offensive possessions for the Lamar Tigers, for the Aurora Hound Dogs in the second half have resulted in 4 turnovers, 3 fumbles, and now an interception. And Brett Marty and the Lamar Tigers in good shape. Here's the pitch to Teeman. He's got plenty of room to run. Eludes 1 tackler, eludes 2 tacklers, goes down and is tackled after a gain of about 9. And maybe a fumble on the play. And Aurora has recovered. So maybe the pendulum's starting to swing in favor of the Hound Dogs.
Dogs will have a lot of room to run because there's not much left there in the perimeter to stop anything but a large gain.
So the field conditions really wreaking havoc with the steady play. Here's a pass to Bauer. Bauer eludes 1 tackler and then is taken down by a host of Lamar Tigers as McVeigh got the ball out to him on a pass in the flat.
That's Eric's favorite play. That's out of the 60 series, the rollout series where they line up in the slot side.
Gain of 5 on the play, second down and 5. McVeigh looks to throw the ball, but a busted play, and then he's hammered from behind. On the sack was the linebacker, Brian O'Sullivan, coming in on the blitz.
That time, Mike, Eric had nothing to do but eat the ball.
He had attempted to turn to his left and run the ball, but by that time he was being smothered. Here's a pitchback play, a flea flicker to Bauer. Bauer is then controlled and thrown for a big loss down by the 10-yard line. And there's a trick play that tricked nobody.
No, it didn't. And Lamar Tigers just had so many people coming that time. They're just overpowering our young offensive line. They're so big, so huge, and they're bringing 2 linebackers. We are outnumbered, not only outside, but you get outnumbered against the blitz because you only have 7 blockers there, and they're bringing outside and inside linebackers and 4 down linemen and 8 on 7 and have the size advantage. They're pushing the dogs back.
Here's a punt attempt under heavy pressure. A nice punt has gotten off. It goes high in the air and bounces inside still inside the 30-yard line where the Lamar Tigers will take over. And with 6:03 remaining in the ball game, Lamar leads Aurora by the score of 18-6. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Aurora.
Y31 fescue or mix and match to meet your needs. Farmers, we have a full line for pastures and hay like wheat, rye, alfalfa, or grasses. So remember the Aurora Agri Center for all your fall seeding needs, and go Hound Dogs!
Welcome back to Kelly Field. Mike Ironman here along with Coach Pat Woods, where the Aurora Hound Dogs trail the Lamar Tigers by the score of 18-6. And Lamar with the ball gives the ball off to Tiemann. Tiemann will run for about 6 yards and bring up a second down.
High favors the smaller, younger Aurora football team, outplaying them and outperforming in the first half, but they're playing an outstanding second half.
Here's Marty giving the ball to the first man through. He will get up near first down yardage. A gain of 3. And that'll bring up a third down and 1.
Eat up the clock, keep the ball inbounds, and just grind it out and keep the ball out of the Aurora Hound Dogs' offensive hands.
Marty with the I formation. Again, a misdirection, and this time the play is stuffed after a short gain, but all they needed was a yard for the first down. I believe they got that much. We'll have to wait and see. The officials have stopped the clock, and they did not make it. They're about a foot and a half shy.
Nice job.
So 4th and a foot and a half. And a big play for the Aurora Hound Dog defense. Marty under center. Takes the snap, gives it back to Tiemann. Tiemann has stopped it. On second effort and a spin move. May have gotten the first down. It looked like he was stopped shy, but a nice job by the youngster to spin off the would-be tackle.
Not only spun off, but kept his balance. Coach Wagner went with some defensive games of his own, and
So 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Lamar Tigers. The Aurora Hound Dog defense has been playing well tonight, but they've been behind the 8 ball for most, if not all, of the second half. And now Marty will hand it to the first man through. He escapes one tackler, blinks it off to the right, back to the left, back to the right, and touchdown for the Lamar Tigers.
That little counter inside with that fullback, and he is not a very tall young man, and he's easy to lose in there. And he stands up, he comes in there real hard.
Ending run, 20 yards for the touchdown. And now the extra point attempt by Brett Marty, as they will attempt to kick one through. It's blocked. And no point after attempts throughout the ball game so far. And with 2:52 remaining in the ballgame, the Aurora Hound Dogs trailed the Lamar Tigers by the score of 24-6. Back in a minute, you're listening to Hound Dog Football on AM 940.
Hardee's of Aurora invites all Hound Dog fans to come and enjoy the variety of 99-cent breakfast.
Come out of halftime and really take it to them on the defensive end. The Tigers getting in the offensive backfield of the Hound Dogs and wreaking havoc, causing turnover after turnover after turnover. 4 unanswered scores here in the second half. And Brett Marty will squib kick it, And Hound Dogs will cover up on their own 45, so good field position this time for the Aurora Hound Dog offense.
Good field position for the Aurora Hound Dogs. Again, you stated a great tease this half, but that's the only thing that's went wrong for the Lamar Tigers.
Yeah, they've been doing just about everything else right, getting the ball in good field position and then taking advantage when they do. Here is delay of game penalty, possibly a timeout called by the Lamar Tigers, as apparently there is some confusion on their defense. At any rate, back at Kelly Field, Mike Ironman here along with Coach Pat Woods, where the Hound Dogs trail the Lamar Tigers 24-6 with 2:43 remaining in the ballgame. Aurora looking to put something positive together at the end of this ballgame to go into next week with. Here's a little hitch route. Oh, and the ball is lost after the pass was completed. The pitch from the wide receiver to, I believe,
just like that, you want to make sure all the new people in there are on the same page.
A new quarterback for the Tigers, and the running back is stopped after a short gain. We'll try to keep up with all the changes on offense. Courtney Roth, I believe, is the new quarterback for the Tiger offense. 160-pound sophomore. We'll try to get some experience here on a 2nd and 9 play from the Aurora 45. One man in motion. Roth will go back and give it to the second man through. He's pounded as he crosses the 45, gain of a yard.
And as you notice, the young quarterback takes a peek over there at Mike on the sideline, probably giving him directions on just when really to start to eat up as much of that clock as possible, yet still allow some of their young ball players to get some experience.
4-6 lead. Roth under center, one man in motion. They'll turn around, give it to the first back through. Ooh, just when you thought he was going to get going, he was stopped and pounded, that time by the Aurora defensive linebacker. Darren got nowhere. It's 4th down and 8 for the Lamar Tigers. Roth under center. He'll go back, look to pass this one, or rather run it himself. Almost has the ball stripped and then is tackled from behind as Michael Pope got into the backfield and really held up that play.
That time they went
He wants to get some experience for those kids, but he doesn't want to put them in a position where they're going to be laid open for big hits time and time again.
Very true.
Eric McVeigh under center with Brandon Weldy in the backfield. He is then hammered on a big blitz by the Lamar Tigers.